Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel LISTSTORY English, your guide to learning English in a fun way. Today I've got an exciting story for you A1 and A2 learners. It's about a boy named Max who dreams of being a famous YouTuber. He wants to talk to fans all over the world. But first, he needs to think in English without translating. This story is fun, motivational, and easy to understand. Perfect for learning with clear pronunciation and simple sentences. Ready? Let's jump in. Max is a 15-year-old boy from Italy. He loves watching YouTube. His hero is a famous YouTuber named Jakestar. Jakestar speaks English to millions of fans around the world. Max wants to be like him. He wants to make funny videos and talk to fans in English. But there's a problem. Max always translates English to Italian in his head. This makes his speaking slow and hard. One day, Max sits in his room, watching Jakestar's new video. Max talks to himself, sounding frustrated. Why is English so hard? I want to speak like Jakestar, but I keep thinking in Italian. I say ciao in my head before hello. It's too slow. Max grabs his notebook. He writes, I want to think in English. I want to be a YouTuber. He decides to learn how to stop translating. Max starts his journey to think in English. He finds a book in his school library called Think in English Fast. The book has 5 simple tips. Max tries them one by one. Let's see what he learns. Tip 1. Use simple words. The book says, use easy English words you know. Don't think of big words in your language. Thinks, okay, I know happy. I don't need to think fellas first. He practices saying, I'm happy, I like pizza, my dog is funny. Max feels good. He uses words like good, big, and fun. No Italian words in his head. Tip 2. Name things around you. The book says, look around and say the names of things in English. Looks at his room. He says bed, desk, lamp, window. He stops thinking letto for bed or scrivania for desk. Every day he names 10 things in English. It's like a game. Tip 3. Talk to yourself in English. The book tells Max, speak English to yourself when you're alone. Max tries this in his kitchen. He says, I'm making a sandwich, I add cheese, it's yummy. At first he feels silly, but then it feels fun. He talks to himself every day. He says, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm playing video games. No Italian translations. Tip 4. Watch English videos without subtitles. The book says, watch simple English videos, turn off subtitles. Max loves cartoons. He watches SpongeBob SquarePants in English. He hears SpongeBob say, I'm ready. Max repeats, I'm ready. He doesn't understand every word, but he guesses from the pictures. He laughs and says, SpongeBob is funny. No Italian subtitles needed, the book says. Thinking in English takes time. Make mistakes and keep going. Max thinks, okay, I make mistakes. That's okay, I'm learning. He practices every day and has fun. He says, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. 3 months later, Max is different. He thinks in English more and more. He doesn't translate much anymore. One day, he makes his first YouTube video. Max talks to his camera, excited. Hi everyone, I'm Max. Welcome to my channel. I like games and funny stories. Let's have fun together. Max uploads the video. Fans from the USA, India, and Australia watch it. They write comments, great video, Max. Max reads them and smiles. He answers, thanks, I'm happy you like it. He doesn't translate the comments to Italian. He understands them in English. Max thinks, wow, I'm thinking in English, I'm talking to fans like Jakestar. He feels proud. He still makes mistakes, but he's not afraid. He knows mistakes help him learn. That's it for today's story on LISTSTORY English. Max's journey shows you can think in English with practice. Try his 5 tips. Use simple words, name things around you, talk to yourself, watch English videos, and be patient. Start small, have fun, and don't give up. You can be like Max and talk to the world in English. Thanks for watching LISTSTORY English. See you in the next lesson. Vocabulary list. Here are some easy words from the story. Dream, something you really want to do. Translate, to change words from one language to another. Simple, easy, not hard. Practice, to do something many times to get better. Mistake, something you do wrong, but it's O. Tom dreams of traveling the world and talking to people in English. But he has a problem. He keeps translating to Thai in his head. Don't worry, Tom learns to think in English and you can too. This story is full of motivation, easy sentences, and clear pronunciation. Grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's start this adventure. Tom is a 16-year-old boy from Bangkok, Thailand. He loves watching travel videos on YouTube. His favorite is a channel called World Explorer, where a traveler named Alex visits places like Paris, Tokyo, and New York. Alex speaks English to everyone, and Tom wants to do that too. He dreams of traveling the world, meeting new people, and sharing stories in English. But Tom has a big problem. When he tries to speak English, he thinks in Thai first. This makes his speaking slow and hard. One day, Tom is in his small bedroom, watching a World Explorer video about London. He sees Alex talk to a street vendor in English. Tom talks to himself, sounding frustrated. I want to speak like Alex. He says hello so fast. I think Sawasdee first, then hello. It's too slow. I want to think in English. Tom grabs his blue notebook and a pen. He writes, I want to travel the world. I want to think in English, not Thai. I want to be fast and confident. Tom feels excited but nervous. He knows it's hard, but he's ready to try. He says to himself, I can do this. I will practice every day. Tom decides to practice English every day to stop translating. He doesn't know where to start, but he finds an English learning app on his phone called Speak Easy. The app says, practice a little every day and you'll think in English. Tom nods and says, okay, let's do this. Tom starts in his bedroom. He looks around and tries to name things in English. He says bed, pillow, lamp, window. At first his brain says tiang for bed and hone for window. But Tom shakes his head and says, no Thai, only English. He walks around his room, touching objects and saying their names. Desk, chair, book, pen. Every day Tom names more things. In the kitchen he says plate, spoon, fridge, water. In the living room he says TV, sofa, clock, door. It's like a fun game. He feels proud when he names 20 things without thinking in Thai. One morning Tom is making breakfast. He decides to talk to himself in English. He says, I'm cooking eggs, I add salt, the eggs are yellow, they smell good. At first he feels silly. He thinks, I'm talking to nobody. But then he laughs and says, this is fun, I'm practicing English. Tom talks to himself every day. When he gets ready for school, he says, I'm brushing my teeth, I wear my shoes, my bag is heavy. When he walks to school, he looks at the street and says, I see a dog, the sky is blue, the trees are green. Sometimes he wants to say ma for dog or FHA for sky, but he stops himself and says, no, Tom, think in English. Tom loves cartoons, so he watches SpongeBob SquarePants in English. He turns off the Thai subtitles. In one episode, SpongeBob says, I'm ready, I'm ready. Tom repeats, I'm ready, I'm ready. He laughs because it's fun. He doesn't understand every word, but he watches the pictures. When SpongeBob eats a burger, Tom says, burger, yummy. Tom watches one episode every evening. He also finds a YouTube channel with simple English stories. One story is about a cat named Luna. Tom hears, Luna is a small cat, she likes milk. Tom repeats, Luna is a small cat, she likes milk. He feels happy because he understands without translating. At school, Tom's English teacher asks the class to talk about their hobbies. Tom is nervous. He thinks, I want to say I like soccer, but I might say it wrong. He takes a deep breath and says, I like soccer, I play with friends. His teacher smiles and says, good job, Tom. Tom feels proud, but he knows he said I like instead of I liking. He thinks, that's okay, I'm learning. Tom tries to speak English with his classmates. One day his friend asks, what's your favorite food? Tom wants to say khao pad in Thai, but he stops. He says, I like fried rice, it's delicious. His friend nods and says, cool. Tom smiles because he didn't translate. Some days Tom feels frustrated. He watches a video, but he doesn't understand many words. He thinks, this is too hard, I want to use Thai. But then he remembers his dream. He says, I want to travel, I need English, I can do this. He keeps practicing even when it's hard. He makes mistakes like saying I go school instead of I go to school. But he laughs and says, mistakes are okay, I'll try again. 4 months later, Tom is different. He thinks in English most of the time. He doesn't translate to Thai as much. One day, his school has an English speech contest. Tom decides to join. He's nervous but excited. He practices his speech in his room. Tom talks to his mirror, confident. Hi everyone, I'm Tom. I'm from Thailand. I love to travel. I want to see London, Tokyo, and Sydney. English helps me talk to the world, thank you. At the contest, Tom stands on stage. His hands shake, but he smiles. He gives his speech. The audience claps loudly. His teacher says, Tom, your English is amazing. Tom feels like he's flying. He didn't translate his speech to Thai in his head. He thought in English. Later, Tom makes a short video for his school's YouTube channel. He says, Hello, world, I'm Tom. I like to explore new places. I want to meet new friends. Let's travel together. His classmates watch the video and write comments. Great job, Tom. Tom reads them and answers, Thanks, I'm happy. He understands the comments in English without translating. Tom thinks, Wow, I'm thinking in English. I can talk to people when I travel. He still makes mistakes, like saying, I have 2 cats instead of cats. But he's not afraid. He knows mistakes help him grow. He feels ready to chase his dream of traveling the world.